Hi, once again, this is me, this is O'Shea again. Shoot Shane, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and read this to you what she said her own way. And think about it now. And she talking about it's hard for people to be, a bigger person, to see the picture. Well, right there, she wasn't being a bigger person. She was being, I don't know what you call it, but she was being in a rude way for like taking up a crackhead, a drughead side, really? You're gonna take a crackhead and you're gonna take a crackhead side before you take a friend's side. And it's kind of fucked up because I don't have friends. I don't. And she was like my only fucking friend on here. And right there, she in it because, oh, I wasn't nice to the damn crackhead. Any way it fucking goes, he could probably rob my ass or point a gun up to me and still fucking rob me. I don't give a shit how nice he is. He can still do it. He can still point a gun up to me and rob my ass because he want his fucking fix. So this is what I'm gonna say, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read the stuff that she was saying to you, and you guys can repost it on your page or repost it to your friends and get it out there. Like it's kind of fucked up how friends could, take sides, then they don't know the situation. It wasn't fucking there. I think to her, I would send this directly to her, or she could watch it. She could watch it, but it takes a person to do what he had to do to save his own life. And she told me it seemed like he was until you don't know what he was about to do you don't know what the fuck he was about to do. Drug heads these days, they would do anything to get their fix. They will fucking murder your ass and take your money just to get their fix. They don't give a shit. They want their fix. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this to you guys. What she was saying. She said this is not funny at all because it was a funny situation that I uncorrect him. I uncorrect him because I said to him, this does not look like a bleach tattoo. It's more look like a darker than black tattoo. So I corrected him. I said, hey man, you don't know your anime that much. Because I had a smile on my face. I was like, hey, you don't know your anime that much because right here, this is a darker than black tattoo. Right there, he went off. He was like going berserk. So I'm sitting here like this guy is going crazy and he's on drugs. The way you tell a person on drugs is the way how they act. The way how they start yelling and cussing you out and shit. He was on something. He was on some type of drugs. I don't know if it was crack or what, but he was on some type of shit. So this asshole, right, threw me out. He tried his best to throw me out, but I had it right to defend myself. Am I right or am I wrong? Because she's saying I'm a violent person and I shouldn't have did that. I should have been nice to him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He would still rob your ass blind. He still rob you and try to take your money. It doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go ahead and read what she said, all of it. This is what she said now. This is all not funny. Were very rude and violent. I don't see in that point I was because I uncorrect him. It seems like he wasn't trying to be polite. No, the fuck he wasn't, because there's no way a crackhead would come up to you just to be polite to you. No. And she said, why were you so mean? Why was I so mean? I don't think I was so mean when I said, dude, I corrected him. I wasn't being mean. I just corrected him. So when was he intimidating mean to you? First of all, it doesn't matter if he was mean to me. He was mean when he went berserk. When he started going crazy. That's when he was mean. He went bananas. He went crazy. He went berserk. That was mean. Like, first of all, the guy should not have been in the goddamn building. It owns by the bank and the government. He should not even cross paths in there. Then that's what she said. I'm gonna read it all. I'm gonna read it all down and explain. He said he could tell you were into anime. Okay. Good for him. I still corrected him, saying he don't know his stuff. He said he was in Bleach. And then, okay, right there, I think she messed up on something because I ain't said nothing like. No, he said something like this. He asked me this dumbass question. Well, I see you're into anime. I'm a Bleach fan myself. So I like, okay, you like Bleach, but this is not a Bleach tattoo. So he went berserk on me. There's no fucking right you go. There's no reason for you to go berserk on me for no damn reason because I'm correct. You should say like, oh, my bad, my mistake. Hey, it was really I watched stuff like that. There's no fucking reason you go berserk on me for that. No. So she's in the wrong, and I demand an apology from her for calling me cruel. I don't understand that. You took his side, and my life was in danger at that moment because I don't know what he could do. He went berserk. He went crazy. He probably could pull a gun out on me and blow my brains out, and she's still gonna take his side for it. She said this, blah blah blah, and you say Bleach. You gave him a rude response. No, I didn't. I just corrected him. Anyways, drugs. Here it is. Here's the big one. Drugs or not, it seems like you were the rude one. So I'm rude for a dumbass crackhead dude coming in the building knowing that it's off fucking limits. So I'm rude for doing that. I'm doing my fucking job. And he coming in, a crackhead, a drughead, whatever he was on. Whatever the fuck he was on. And he was on some shit. So it's rude for me to do what I had to do? No, it wasn't rude for me. I think it was like best for me to save my own life. Since no one was there, I was like the only guy in that fucking room. My boss in the back was doing his thing, cutting grass and stuff. I was in there doing what I'm doing, right? So this what happened. Now he came in there. I did not know he was behind me too. I turned around, he said some shit to me. That scared the fuck out of me. So I'll keep reading. She said anyway, drugs or not, it seems like you was the rude one. That isn't nice. You tell me this. You want me to be nice to a fucking drug head who I don't have no clue what his head at right now. I don't have no fucking clue where his mind at right now. And he's finna fucking trying to pull off a fast one, like pull out a gun and hold me up for robbery so I can give him everything. Or he might take my life and rob me still while I'm dead. So, like I said, I'm not going to say your name. You know you are. I demand an apology, and I'm not a cruel person. Because if I was a cruel person, I'd be cruel to everybody that I'd be on Facebook with. Well, they ain't not my friends. It's just people who like anime. And matter of fact, I think I am a nice kind of guy. Because if I'm not, there's no way in fuck my girlfriend will be putting up with my ass. She probably been left me if I'm a cruel ass person, because I'm not no cruel person. I know that for a fact. If I was a cruel person, like I said, my girlfriend been left my ass by now. I won't have nobody on Facebook to chat with. They're not my friends. It is people who like anime. So you need to be the bigger person to woman up and accept your apology and take that back, because that's not cruel. To me, that's like saying. To me, that's disrespectful, and that hurts like a motherfucker, because what you just said right there, as a friend, and you're going to take that guy's side? Really? You're going to take that guy's side? He was on drugs and he went berserk? I didn't know what the fuck he was about to do. I didn't know the fuck he was about to. Till he grabbed me trying to throw me out, right there, my life was in danger. My life was in fucking danger. I don't know he had a gun or a fucking knife. So, yes, I demand an apology from you. And yes, it takes a bigger person to do it, to be forgiven. If you do it, he will forgive you. If you don't, bad things probably will be heading your way. Like, I don't know what type of bad things. I'm not a type of person who jinx someone, but if you receive kindness, you will receive kindness back. If you receive a person, if you be so nasty and so disrespectful to that person, you will get that back towards you. So I think it's bigger than you be the bigger person to apologize to me and take back what you just said, because that's kind of disrespectful, because I've never been cruel to nobody. Never been cruel to nobody. People been cruel to me when they want to be my friends, and out of nowhere they use me for other type of stupid shit. I've been beat up, I've been stepped on, I've been spit on, I've been had my head smashed with lockers. That's cruel? No. That's to me like I still get up from that stuff and I still forgive them, because it's better off to be forgetting. I mean, it's better off to forgive them forgive them persons than not to be forgiven. Because if you try to go back and do the same thing they did to you, you know better. So I hope you find a way in your heart. And you say you like God and stuff. I love God too. I wake up every morning, pray to Him. Let it be a beautiful day. Let it be a better day outside. But still, there's still some rough paths out there for me. Trying to get around of. But still, I still try to my best to get around of it. But it's kind of effed up what you just said to me. I'm cruel. I don't see I'm cruel. I was in the defense, and yes, I defended myself. That person had no rights to be in that house, and I was doing my job. I don't care what he was doing. You have no right to be in there. No right at all. It's even in the law. If you break in and enter an abandoned house, you going to jail. You straight going to prison for it. Well, jail, no, prison. Because why would you break in a freaking abandoned house for? There's nothing in there. That's stupid. But like I was saying, I'm gonna keep reading. She said, and your boss isn't very good man to let your actions go without consequences. So it seems like you're like I said, you're taking this guy's side for no damn reason at all. You're taking his side. And my boss he had a right to say what he had to say because we're doing our job. He had no business being there. He was on fucking drugs, and he was on whatever he was on something. It was better for both of us to do something. No, it was better for me to defend myself, and he had to come out there and save my ass, or anything else happened. Like I said, I'm sitting there probably trying to defend myself, and I know he probably ended up stabbing me or shooting me. You see, you didn't think about that, did you? Like I said, I hope you come to your senses. I hope you come like the bigger person and apologize and say sorry. Like, yes, that takes a big person to do. I hope you come to your senses and apologize and say sorry, because that right there was not cool. Calling me cruel, because I never been cruel to nobody. Never. Never had friends. Never had friends. They come and go. Friends like them, they come and go because they use me, and sometimes they mistreat me. They show no type of respect. Like I said, I've been beat on, spit on, been smashed through lockers, and I'm cruel. I don't think so. This is what else she said. That's besides the point. You were rude. I'm going to just keep reading this. You were rude to him for no reason at all, Shu. This isn't nice. I don't tolerate rude people. Clearly you did not read my profile. Because if you did, you would see that I said I do not tolerate cruel people. Now she called me cruel twice. She called me cruel twice. He wasn't going to rob you. You wasn't there. You didn't know what he was going to do. He wasn't going to rob you. He was just asking that as a excuse for action. She said what? You just using that as an excuse for action. No, it wasn't. The fucking guy was on drugs, man. The motherfucker was on drugs. That's not an excuse for fucking action. If he had to fucking go berserk and touch my ass, matter of fact, this shit would never fucking happen if he would not step foot in that fucking house. He should have just kept walking and mind his damn business. There's no way a crackhead will come up to you unless he's going to try and attempt to do something. And right there, he attempted to do something. He went berserk. He tried to throw me out the fucking house. I had to defend myself. So you're in the wrong. And I hope you be the bigger. I hope you be the bigger person and apologize and take back what you said about me being cruel, because that wasn't cruel. And that's my life was on the line. That's not cruel, because if it was, that, you know what? I'm just gonna keep reading. Your life was not on the line. Don't make excuses for being whatever she said. I think she's trying to say disrespectful, because she said disaster or something like that. Disasterful, something. I don't like cruel people. Goodbye, and have a nice life. That's it. That's all she wrote. And I'm trying to write something bad and say you cannot send. This person cannot be receiving message from you right now. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead. Get out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and play some games. Ease my mind off of this. I told my girlfriend this, and my girlfriend was on my side. She's the only person with. My mom was on my fucking side, and this was funny. I told my mom about this girl. Like she's a good friend. She likes stuff that I like, and she was very, very, very disappointed. Very disappointed about that. Like, wow, even her. She said it like even her. She should have took your side, and she wasn't there when it was happening. So my mom was on my side, and my girlfriend was on my side, because it's kind of effed up. A friend would take somebody else's side, and they don't know what was going on there, and they don't know what was happening. I mean, the only thing they could consume is like, oh, okay, he was a drug head. He came out there and did this and that. You correct him in a disrespectful way because I was working. You don't come at nobody's job. I mean, that's for everybody. You don't come at nobody's job and ask them a stupid ass question. Come on, that makes common sense. They working. You don't ask them that. They on their job. You might get them fired. So my boss he took up for me. You know how he really was like, he really had he really had trust in me for me working for him. And what he did was right. He saved my ass. So your Facebook friend, that's why I'm gonna keep it. She's a Facebook friend. She was the only friend I had. Now I don't have no friends because she want to be the other person that takes somebody else's side, and I don't know, they don't know what the deal is and stuff like that. And she wasn't there. So the way I see it is like, she was taking the wrong side. She was taking the wrong side, and she shouldn't be thinking like, oh, he's a friend of mine, so I think he was in the right for doing that, and he's working too. You don't go to nobody. No, she didn't think it that way. And on her profile, okay, I read it. I don't like cruel people. Get used to it. There's some people out there cruel, but I'm not one of them. No, people used to be cruel to me. What they used to do to me, and I don't think it was cruel. I don't think it was like cruel to me what I did. I think it was like, defending myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this up and tell me what you guys